I'm gonna do my best with getting this thought out, because this is something that a lot of people may think about but don't conceptualize or come to the realization of, or have an epiphany, or go within. You know what I mean? And the point of this recording is to talk about love. Technically, my name means life is love enriched. Facts. However, it took a long time to digest that. I'm gonna say that again. It took a long time to digest that, because life teaches you what love is through life, or life teaches you what love is. Life teaches you what it is through love. And the way back to that heart space, the way back to this way of everybody is craving to be, not everybody, but the ones who want it. What they really looking for is love. Some people call it loyalty, truth, consideration, understanding, understanding, overstanding, and the list goes on. But love is a language that is something that can't be explained in one word. We've been taught love through songs, through movies, characters, acting, all kinds of different displays of love. But one famous movie that was Tina Turner and her husband Ike Turner, it was done based off of her life, and it was called What's Love Got to Do with It? Love. What Holly Berry say? Love should have brought your ass home last night. Shout out to Boomerang. That was one of my favorite. That's the only movie I've seen more than any movie ever in the world. When that movie came out, I loved every character. I know all the lines. I studied that movie. I saw myself in every character, really. Anyway, but love should have brought your ass home last night. That's what we thought. And that's the whole point of what she was saying. If you really loved me, you should have brought your ass home last night instead of being with that old. We know when you're with another woman. We can feel it. And then you come in with the flowers and the gifts and hey baby and this, and like ain't shit wrong. Your energy speaks for you. We could smell the scent on you even if you took a bath. It's the energy. You can't wash that energy off. We know when y'all fucking around. Just like you can tell when your woman done fucked around. Because when you go inside of her, it feels different. It should. Whether he's smaller or larger, you should feel a difference if you're in tune with your woman. And I'm saying all this to say is that it's not about the sex. That's part of it. That's a bonus. Shit. That comes with it. But love, what Lauryn Hill saying, what's the name of that song? I can't think of the but she asking the kids in the classroom, what is love? I think I might put that in there. Yeah, what is love? I forget what song that is. Damn, I forget. It's amazing what we think love is, especially when you hear it from a child's point of view or perspective. love is not just a fat booty ass girl that you think is cute and she put it on you real nice and now you stuck on stupid because she looked good, got a pretty face, got long hair or a long wig, a long weave, a long something. And I'm not, and no shade to y'all who wear that shit, but it is what it is. It ain't too many women wearing a long natural hair. There are some, don't get it twisted, there are some, but it's not too many. It's more the fake shit. There's a lot of fake motherfuckers than there is real. And I'm just being honest. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If you got some shit going on with your head and you need to wear a wig, that's understandable. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not okay with the shape of their head. They got cancer and they used to have a head flowing of beautiful hair and now they bald. Yeah. Everybody ain't gonna look at you the same. So you have to first look in the mirror and love yourself enough to rock your own bald head. If you ain't gonna accept yourself, I can't love you more than you love yourself. I love you, but you gotta love you. And the more you love you and set boundaries and have respect for yourself and walk with honor and integrity, confidence, consideration, trust, loyalty, principles, morals, values, what the fuck? People will start treating you that way because you got boundaries. You ain't just gonna let anybody treat you in any old kind of fucking way. Just because I got cancer, that don't mean you get to talk to me and treat me any do any. I don't know the fuck. I'm in a moment of vulnerability and you trying to take advantage of me. I was just saying that in another recording. People are taking advantage of good people. That's what I think Tupac said. The problem is people's taking advantage of the good people. But all of this to say is, what is love? What is your definition of love? What is love to you? Because what's love to you might be fucking hell for somebody else. That's hate to somebody else. Somebody out here loving on little kids and they a fucking grown ass adult. And they loving on kids in the wrong way. That's kind of... That's the other end of the spectrum. That's hate for somebody else. People hate them motherfuckers that do that to little children. You know what I mean? But that's somebody else's hell. I mean, heaven. We have to let people live where they live. Some people think ain't nothing wrong with doing certain shit. And in your back of your mind, something ain't right about this picture. That's when you listen to your inner self and get the fuck out of there. However you can. If you gotta do that sneak ass move in the middle of the night to get the fuck out of there, that's what the fuck you do, and you keep running. Watch that movie, What's Love Got to Do With It, with Tina Turner. When she got the fuck out of there, she ran and she didn't stop. She didn't look back until she felt safe. Sometimes you gotta move out of state, out of the country, to another continent to feel safe. It's not that you running, but sometimes you just gotta get the fuck away. And sometimes when you run, you just keep running and you be like, fuck, okay, ain't nobody behind me. That's just like people who run from the police. I ain't never had that experience, but I've seen it on TV. Fucking goddamn Friday with Smokey and Ice Cube. Day Day. You know what I mean? No, not Day Day. That was goddamn Spike Lee. God damn, I'm getting the names mixed up. What's his fucking name? Mike Epps. What was Craig? That's his name. Craig. Okay, Craig and Smokey. And they was running from the gang bangers or whatever. But when you're running for your life, you're trying to save yourself. And you notice ain't nobody running with you. You started off with motherfuckers, but y'all got split up. You go that way, I go this way. And next thing you know, you hear a shot. And you know that's your boy. You know that's your partner. And it ain't shit you can do. And then you have survivor's remorse. The fuck? We all knew the rules of this game. You could possibly get taken out. You live by the sword, you die by the motherfucking sword. Those who make it out and make it out in their right mind, They got a story to tell. That's why they survived. Not everybody's meant to survive this. Not everybody's meant to get as far as you did. Your journey is your journey. You can't wait on nobody. If he would have went back, what was that? Morris Chestnut, when he got shot, and damn, I can't remember their names in the show. Fuck. Anyway, not Omar Epps. Damn, another one. Damn, I'm fucking up all the names. They was all out at the same time. Shit. Omar Gooding. Okay, so Cuba Gooding. Okay, there you go. You gotta speak the shit out. You see how all that related though? Damn, that's how I gotta do, because I be forgetting shit. Okay, so Cuba Gooding, when he heard the shot, he knew that was his boy, and he went back. Yeah, we go back, but then he had to get up and get running again. Sometimes we run back home. Sometimes we running in the park, in the trees, in the woods. Sometimes we running, jumping over cars, in water. However the fuck, roofs. I seen a goddamn speed chase in Cuba, and the cars was going on top of the people's roofs of the houses. What the fuck? How the hell y'all do that? People running through houses, on roofs, on fire, all kind of shit. And you know that going to New York. I only know that because I seen it on TV. But I've been to New York. I ain't never seen the action like that, but I've been to New York and I know how them shits look. Love is when you choose yourself. Some people call it selfish. Self-esteem. Self-acknowledgement. Love. The greatest of these three is love. You can have all the faith in the world. You can have all the love in the world for a motherfucker. But if you don't love them, none of that shit matters. Just like there's a lot of people in my life I love, but I don't like. I don't like their behavior. I don't like their lifestyle. I don't like their thought process. A lot of shit I don't like about them. But I love them. There's a lot of people I love that I don't like. And like is a big word. Because if you don't like a motherfucker, you don't even want to be around them. You know what I mean? What's that saying you used to hear when you was growing up as a child? I'm doing this because I love you. I'm beating your ass because I love you. The fuck? I don't like your kind of love. I don't like that shit. I don't like to get beat on. I don't like to get whoopings. Never did. What child like to get whoopings? What the fuck he say in that song? Throw your hands in the air fuck, what is his name? Quite cool to travel. I can't even get the damn song out. Anyway, I can't think of the name of the song right now, but it escapes me. But raise your hand if you like getting whoopings. I mean, as a child. And some people probably like this so much to where they into that shit where they like to get beat now while they having sex. That's a whole nother different lane right there. But what I'm saying is, choose you. Y'all partnering up with people that you have nothing in common with. Y'all been on this ship for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, 45 years, 50 years, and plus. 50 years plus. Even somebody in the military don't even stay on the ship that damn long. They transfer from ship to ship to ship. Your time is up. All right, go to the next one. You need a fucking break, man. You need to come home and rest like they used to do in the military for 30 days and then prepare for the next assignment. But y'all just straight been on the job for 10, 20, 30, 40, fucking 50 years and still in customer service. What the fuck? You ain't even made it to manager yet. What are you doing with your life? Choose you this day on who you gonna serve. Stop serving everybody else and not serving yourself. Give yourself that same love that you're asking from someone else. Yes, it helps when you need to move and you got to pack all this shit yourself and you got to move it all yourself and you got to hire a cleaning crew, a moving crew, a demolition crew. You got to hire all this shit by yourself because you can't trust motherfuckers these days because they all got a hidden agenda. They see your shit. Oh, you might have left some money in a box and forgot all about it and they steal your money, or they see your box of jewelry, or they see your box of cologne, or your box of shoes and they steal you know what I mean? Your purses, your bags, your clothes. Just one box of clothes. Okay, they know I'm gonna get that box right there. I marked it, so I'm gonna get that box. I'm gonna get that box. And then you go to unpack your shit and it's missing. What the fuck? You can't even get mad because you let the enemy in the house. It's not that you can't trust nobody, but people are desperate. They're not choosing love. They're not choosing righteousness. They're not choosing truth. They're choosing hate, calling it, I'm gonna get a bitch back, revenge ass energy. The fuck? You gotta let that shit go. Learn the lesson. That was for you. That was your fuck up. Take accountability. You gotta own it and be like, okay, yeah, that was all me. I don't like the way it came out, but the truth is that was all me. I was the one throwing witchcraft out there. I was the one wishing all this bad juju, this bad shit, this bad juju, this bad negative energy, this evil eye, all this negative energy towards them. I was doing that. And then come to find out they wasn't even thinking about me. So all the shit I did came right back to me. All of this is me. I gotta take accountability for this shit. All the homelessness that I sent out there to them, damn, I gotta go through it. You may as well just pull your big girl panties up and just ride this motherfucking ride, because it's gonna be a hell of a fucking ride. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking ride. I ain't gonna lie to you. The shit is hard. But when you take your power back and choose you, you'll see that it really ain't this fucking hard. What was that scripture in the Bible? I think it was Paul. He said, in every state I am content. When you realize you command your reality to bend the way you want it to, even though you're going through your karma, you can bend it and be like, okay, I get the lesson. Sooner you get it, the sooner you get it, that's when it starts lightening up. But if you keep being in denial or in your ego or being resistant to it, it's going to keep getting harder and you're going to have to keep living it over and over. And that's going to be your life. You're going to have to be in poverty. You're going to have to live poverty. You're going to be homeless on the street. The way you used to talk shit about the homeless on the street. Oh, they this, they that, they this, they that, they this. Go get a job, ass energy. Motherfucker is homeless because he did have a job, but it wasn't paying enough. Tried to go live with the family and they was like, you only got 30 days. What are you gonna do with 30 days? You ain't even had a bath in 30 days. You just want to take a bath and you talking about I got 30 days. As soon as I walk in the door, I gotta hear all this shit. Man, can I just take a bath and just lay down and just process what the fuck I just went through? You throwing all this heavy shit on me. Okay, so I can't even be at peace. I can't feel safe. I can't feel at rest. I just gotta keep going. The next house, 30 days. The next house, 30 days. The next house, 30 days. It's like, God damn. Then when you get to a place where 30 days turn into 3 months, 3 years, 30 years, 300 years, you know what I mean? Of peace. Because you chose you. You chose love. Life is love. I'll say it again. Life is love. Life is love enriched, if you choose it to be. Your name has so much power. Literally. You have to find out the meaning of your name. If your name is blue, then what in the fuck blue mean? What represent? What frequency? What happens when people see blue? You have to go and just explore what your name means. My name means life. Life ain't always easy. Life ain't always gonna treat you good. Life can be mean. Life can be sweet. And so can love. Love can be hard. I'm beating you because I love you. What kind of fucking love language is that? You gotta find somebody who speaks the love language as you. If you like to have your nipples pinched during your ships, while on your ships, that's who you need to find. Don't settle for what people offer you. You wait for what you deserve, what you vibrate to. What is your frequency? You know what I mean? Some people don't see themselves as royalty. That's okay. But don't get mad at the people who do see themselves as royal. Yes, call me your majesty, your royal majesty, if you will. Your royal majesty, your royal highness. You see what I'm saying? If you don't see yourself in that position, you won't be in that position. You will be a princess for the rest of your life. You will be a prince, a lord, a duchess, if that's what you want to be. But if you see yourself as that bitch, you command that energy. The fuck? Without second guessing. You're just as good as anybody else who has letters behind their name. You have letters behind your fucking name. Shit. If your name doesn't have a meaning, say it's just some crazy ass name like your mama came up with, like Alizé. Alizé, Portia. And I'm not saying Portia don't have a name, but a lot of people was naming their cars after their children after cars. Porsche, Lexus, Camry, Kia, Infinity. You know, if your name doesn't have a meaning, or it doesn't fit your elevation, your new your new identity, your new world, cancel it out. Don't forget it. Bring that bitch back up whenever you need to. That's the underworld. Now you're elevating. Give yourself a name. No, give your life a meaning and then give a name to it. There you go. Give your life a meaning and put a name to it. Give your life a meaning and then put a name to it. You don't have to accept the oppressor's name. If you have an oppressor's name, I would say change that shit as soon as possible. I don't give a damn if the fuck. That's one way you can disconnect. But if your name has power and you know the value of your name, keep it. And just change it. Just like Isis was Jesus' name. Same fucking person. It's just in a different form. Isis was a female in that realm or in that time, in that age. And Jesus was a male in that time, in that era, or in that age. You can be Whatever you want to be. Isaiah, I say, would be next. I don't know if it is or isn't. But you can take Isaiah and change it into Misha. Add some other shit to it. Add a M on it like I did. You see what I'm saying? And that literally just came to me because you can spell Isaiah in that. Ain't that some shit? And I added an M. You gotta just take the fucking names and make it your own. You see what I'm saying? If your name is Brown, change the shit to Round. You know what I mean? And spell it ROWND or B or whatever the fuck. Brown. Not drown, but you know what I mean? Round. Spell it different. Just something. Shit. You gotta think outside the box. You're creating your own world. That's what you came down here. Life is love. Love your life. Love the life you came here to live. You agreed to all this shit. So if you was abused and all these ugly things that we call ugly in life happened to you and you survived it and you still fucked up behind it, you need to grow up. Ain't nobody about to work on eggshells for your ass. Coddle you, hold your hand, sugarcoat. We're not about to do that. Too many of y'all talk about I'm grown, I'm a grown ass bitch, I'm a grown ass nigga, I'm a grown ass man, I'm a grown ass woman. Y'all not acting like it. Where's your fruit? Your life and your scars is so that it shows your fruit. Y'all trying to hide your scars, the cracks in your life. Let people see that shit. You're not perfect. Some of y'all got bullet wounds and knife wounds and razor blade wounds, glass wounds, all kind of shit. Burn wounds. Let people see that. People need to see the real. Too many people is walking around with fucking covering up every part of their body. They don't like their nails, so they go get long nails and put them on. It's nothing wrong. Hey, do you. Shit, my nails don't grow as much and they keep breaking and splitting right at the little corners and shit. I get tired of that shit, but fuck it. I'm not gonna put no fake ones on. I just gotta learn how to take care of my nails better. You don't like the color of your eyes, so you go get fucking eye surgery to change the color of your eye. You're fucking off all your melanin in your eye. Now you can't see. Leave your body alone. So what, you got a flat ass? All of us wasn't meant to have a big fat ass. If you want a fat ass, trust me, there's exercises that will do it. Do it the natural way, the long way, so you can appreciate you for being you. You worked hard for that shit. That's like you kept fucking running. When you stop, that's when you accept what they give you and go get the ass shots and the Brazilian butt lifts and the implants and all of that shit. That's the quick way. That's the easy way. That's the microwavable way. Instant. No, you gotta work for this life. When you love yourself, it's hard. Trust me. That's why a lot of people be like, fuck it, I'll just go take a diet pill and lose the weight. Instead of changing your eating habits and doing the right fucking thing, you just fuck it off and nah. I gotta get in this wedding dress in a week. Let me just shit it all out in a week and then gain it back 10 times more. Because you done got pregnant and now you can't get rid of all that weight. I'm not trying to shame nobody. I'm just using these as an example. Somebody who's in shape after or before they get pregnant, their body snap right back. Tiana Taylor, as I might add. Kelly Rowland. What's that little young one name that just had a baby? Keke Palmer. These women was taking care of their bodies. And so when the baby came, they was ready. They wasn't 19, 21 and whatever the fuck. They trained their body to snap back. When you are running for your life, it's not a physical thing. It's a running to save yourself. Putting the oxygen mask on you first. Once you get set up and situated, then you can start saving everybody else. But until you get to that point, nigga, it's don't look back, Forrest Gump ass. Shit. Just keep fucking running. I'm not saying you running from your problems or running from your situations, because you're going to have to deal with that shit. You're going to have to face all your fucking triggers and flaws and all that shit along the way. But the more you stand in who you are authentically, motherfucking apologetically, it gets easier. Because you learn yourself more and more, and you realize that life is love. You can show somebody love, but they don't give a fuck about your life. They really want you off this planet. You irritating the fuck out of their demons. The things that they wish they could say, the things they wish they could do, the things they wish, everything that you're doing, they want to do. And ain't nothing stopping them. But they own insecurities. And so now they mad and jealous at you because you decided to choose you. You decided to love you. You started living out loud, laughing out loud, loving out loud. You started getting back to who you have always been. That little girl that loved to have fun. That little boy who liked to climb in the trees and shit and swinging into the river. That's you. Get back to that. Who told you to put on that goddamn rope around your neck called a tie and put on that tight ass suit and you can't fucking breathe? Excuse me. Gotta dress up so goddamn neat and pristine like fucking white lines. Where's your flavor? Where's your character? Who are you? You look like the rest of these motherfuckers. I want to see some individuality. Is that your own thought you're thinking? I gotta repost that. Yeah, I seen that and forgot to post it. There's so many damn memories I gotta post because I be in my own world and I ain't got time to be posted every day, all day, like I used to. I have a purpose now. You know what I mean? Keep running until you find your peace, your heaven, your sanctuary, your hell if you're looking for it. The fuck? Some people done got hell and loved it. That's what they looking for. They want that drama. They want that smoke. Ooh, give them they love and hip hop and they Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's all they want. They don't want nothing else. And you gotta leave people where they at. Leave them right there, man. Trust me, if you go for 20 years and come back, they're gonna be still sitting right there. If you leave them and they never tried to come catch you, get with you. Me? I've been like this since I was a little kid. If I want to go, you ain't leaving me. You know where I got it from? My father. He'll do a spur of the moment as he'll have a Volkswagen bus bug back in the day, the old school ones, the 70s, 80s. I think he had one for the 80s. Yeah, it was a newer school, but it wasn't an old Herbie Love bug ass bus. You know what I mean? But SUV, whatever the fuck they call them back then, van. Yeah. And he had an orange and white one, or brown and white one, or some shit like that. And he had a station wagon. He had a Cadillac. He done had all kind of shit. So he had enough for all the kids to get in. And everybody be waiting at the door. Oh, daddy leaving. He be like, get in. Whoever get in, buckle up, whatever, get in. If you can't get in, you get on the next ride. And then he just take us, like, back then it was Thrifties. It's like a Kmart or it's like a Walmart, if you will. Old school though. And they used to have ice cream 5-cent scoop, 10-cent scoop, 15-cent scoop. So he would get everybody at least a 2 scoop or a 3 scoop, depending on how big you were. If you was a big, a teenager, or, at least 13, you can handle 3 scoops, and then the middle age, they get 2, and then the babies get 1, But when we get there, he'd be like, get out, get out, get out. And we used to love to hear that as a kid. Oh my God. That's us. You got to get back to that energy with just shit is just spurred a moment. You know what I mean? I had moments where I stopped in the middle of the road, just on one of these back roads in Ghana, cut open a pineapple and just enjoyed it. Oh man, it's the best fucking feeling, just spurred a moment living. That's the way we lived. You know what I mean? Get back to that. Get back to just living life and loving it. Love is life. Life is love. It really is. That's the balance. Life and love, or death and hate. It can't be no death and love. Well, I guess it can. It all depends on what's happening. It all depends on because I'm crossing. I'm making an X now. You know what I mean? And so if you do it like that, it all depends. That's the dynamic of this whole circle. That's the 180. You know what I mean? You flip them bitches. You can look at it however you look at it. But anyway, the main thing is to enjoy your life. In this day and time now, the age has flipped. Everything is reversed. We're on the axis of the 8, the infinity symbol, if you will. It's laying down. The 8 is laying down and it's resting. You know what I mean? We've been climbing a whole goddamn 8, just going. We at the top of the 8. You know what I mean? The very, very top at the 8. And it's so much weight up there to where it pushed that bitch down to the side and made it into infinity. So our climb back up is not going to be that hard, because when we come back down this time, we're going to come back and we're going to grab every fucking thing that was stolen from us, and we're going to swoosh and come back up to the center. Rest, restore, give to who needs to have, take from who has taken, rest, restore, whatever the fuck, balance, and go back down, whoosh, and take some more. And then when we come back on the right side of that 8, it's not going to be that high, because we on the landscape. We on the horizon. It's laying down. So our climb back up ain't going to be that hard. So as much we went through on that 8 going up, it was a hard motherfucking battle. It was a hard fucking battle. We was at the bottom of the 8 when it was standing tall, when it was in the portrait, when it was vertical. We was at the bottom, and we climbed all the way back to the middle. And we could have went back around. Some of us did, just kept looping. Some of us did lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after generation after generation after generation after lifetime after. But then at one point you'd be like, fuck it. Okay, this is the middle point. This is the point. We got to make it through this portal. That was what your 888 is. And then you go to the top part of that 8. And damn, it gets even harder and thicker. But when you get to the top and you made it, all that you went through, all those scars, all those knife wounds, all those bullet shot wounds, all of those, everything that you went through is going to be restored. There is an herb, a method, everything out here to heal every part of your body. You got to find what you need to heal and how to do it naturally. If it's lack of self-esteem or lack of esteem or whatever it is, if it's confidence, if it's poverty mindset, if it's never having children, never been in love, You might even still be a virgin, hell. There's some people who still are still pure. You know what I mean? There is a lot of things that you have to reclaim, but you go back down through this loop and you go in and you find that little child that came into this world that was so happy and so bright and so loving and just want everybody to win and just want to be happy and just play and laugh and just, be a child. You know what I mean? And then when the pain starts to come in, just wipe it out. Give back to whoever that motherfucker that put it on you, whether they still in this realm or not. Give it back to them, return the sender, and pick up everything that was stolen from you. Your childhood, your self-esteem, your mindset, all of that. You take all that shit back up and then you go on the middle part of that 8 and you do it again and you just keep infinitizing it. Because every time you get in that center, that balance, that's where you make the decision to keep going up the spiral or finish in the loop. It's up to you. You gotta decide to love yourself. You gotta decide to choose you. Ain't nobody fucking coming to save you. Your life is love. How you love yourself. How you love your life. How you let motherfuckers treat you is how you feel about yourself. If you don't have no boundaries, that's saying how you feel about yourself. But if you have boundaries, motherfuckers know, oh, you can't fuck this. She know or he know. And some people to the point, they ain't letting nobody in. You gotta prove that you need to be in this world. This ain't no easy walk. Everybody don't think like you. Some motherfuckers like that demented ass, evil ass energy. Go on over there. We ain't bothering y'all. Leave us the fuck alone. But y'all want to come over here and see what the fuck we doing because we in peace. The fuck? That's like the colonizers coming to people and because they happy singing, eating, drinking, fucking, listening to music. They a peaceful people, ain't shit bothering them. Something must be wrong with this picture. They're not stressing. We want them to stress. We want them to be worried. We want them to be in fear. We want them to be angry all the time. Yeah, angry black woman. Yeah, they put that label on us. So that they put loud on us. Be fucking loud. They put nigga on us. Be the best motherfucking nigga. Cause it all comes back to center. We was niggas in the beginning and we niggas now. Shit. Don't be afraid to be you, however that comes out. However even if you decide you want to wear mix-max socks, mix-max shoes, mix-max earrings, I do it all the fucking time. Who gonna check me, boo? Those who know who said that, y'all know. That's some real shit though. Can't nobody check you for being you. The fuck? You ain't matching, so you don't belong. You don't fit in our crowd, in our group, in our coven, in our code, in our... What the fuck? I'm an individuality. Hey, I'm an individual. I'm into individuality. I'm an individual. I'm into individuality. That's Rochelle Farrell. Is that your own thoughts you thinking? Individuality is the name of the song on one of her albums. The name of the album was Individuality. But yeah, that was one of the greatest. I love that album or CD. Anyway, I love y'all. I do. Whoever is listening, whoever is getting some, gaining some insight, some truth, some realization, some ouches, ooches. Yeah, that was for me. You know what I mean? Own it. Take about accountability. I'm telling you, as soon as you take accountability for your fuck up, you free yourself. You free your fucking self. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Save yourself. You got to know that. Life is love. Maisha ni yupenda. Inkwa ye odo. Okay, we still recording. Okay. Yeah, part two. Well, a continuation. I'll just edit this out. Make sure you edit this part out. But life is full of life, like ups and downs, rivers, valleys, mountains, potholes, rivers, lakes, gorges, streams, beaches, oceans, seas. You gotta travel this life. Excuse me, you have to travel through life to find out what love is. When you see how someone else treats another person, like say for instance, you growing up in your house and you didn't get abused, so you don't know what abuse looks like. But when you go to somebody's house and you stay the night and you see them get their ass beat and you see how and why they act the way they act, then you understand why that child act the way they act. If anybody's seen Lean on Me, oh God, what was her name? She was a young baby in back then. I think she was 16 or 19 or some shit like that when she played that part. And she was being neglected and all of this and all of that. We don't know how people are living until we go to somebody else's house. You know what I mean? And be like, damn, I didn't know people were getting, touched on at young ages when they was growing up. And they thought it was normal until they went to somebody else's house. And it was like, no, that's not normal. Because the child acts out. And then the adult or the guardian had to correct the child. And then they realized, okay, wait a minute, that's not right. And then you start getting help, or you start seeing what love really is through your friend's family. This is what some people's lives was like. We don't know what people are going through or what kind of lifestyle they had growing up, because just because they was your best friend, you don't know what kind of childhood they had. What's love to you might be hell for somebody else. I'm not used to getting abused as a child, getting whooped on every 5 minutes and with bats and shit and brooms and all kind of shit, doors and what the fuck? That is abuse. So that's hell for me, but some people don't know how to transmute that energy, so they do that to their own child. Until somebody decides to break that generational curse. That's what love is. When you say, I'll take it, I'll do the heavy lifting, I'll do it. Since nobody else want to do it, I'll fucking do it. No matter what it takes. How hard it gets. How many times I fall down. How many doors get slammed in my face. How many no's I get. I'm going to keep on doing it, because I know at the end of this motherfucking rainbow, there's a goddamn pop gold shit. Love is when you say, I'm going to do it for the team. I'm going to take this one for the team. But sometimes when you doing it, people don't realize what you're doing it for. Like some people that went to jail because they kept their mouth closed and they took one for the team. Sometimes that shit worked out for the good, for the better, and sometimes that shit backfired and worked out for the worse. Innocent people went to jail for motherfuckers who set them up to do it. You know what I mean? But we all have a story, because while that person was inside, they had to learn their lesson. That was their karma for whatever fucked up shit they did in a previous life, or some shit they did in a past life. You know what I mean? Everybody is here to learn their own karma. We can't save everybody. Some people gonna have to take the shit on the chin and reap their karma because of all the fucked up shit they done did. That's why this shit is not easy. That's why the truth hurts. because then you have to look at yourself in the mirror. Just like when people go to church and pastor be on one, and don't nobody know who he really be talking about except the person that came into counseling and told him his business, told him their business. And then he talks about it at the next sermon. But lo and behold, it's a lot of motherfuckers in there going through that same goddamn scenario. So you got the whole goddamn church in there screaming and hollering. I remember one time, oh my God, it was, I don't know if it was a pastor or one of the assistants or a guest speaker. It could have been anybody. But whoever was on that pulpit at this particular time, they was talking about marijuana. And they was talking about, oh, I can't remember what it was, but it was stepping on so many people's toes. Oh my God. Because people used to come in there high. You could smell it on them. Us. The fuck? When I had to break away from church sometimes because it would be getting too much, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, I had to fucking go do what I had to do. And I smoke my weed and then I come back. Shit. But people would literally be smoking right before they go in. I wouldn't do that. But you know, they say come as you are. So people's taking advantage of that. But whoever the speaker was, they was talking about marijuana and what it does and how you need to stop smoking or what it does or whatever the fuck they was talking about. I don't know if it was good or bad. Whatever it was stepping on a lot of toes because I was even ouching. I was like, oh fucking well. Not until I'm ready to quit. You know what I mean? But I'm saying all this to say because it got to one part. I mean, that message was so good. The girl started hollering and screaming. And you know how people start hollering and screaming when they start to shout. That's me. I used to scream like that. I used to holler. Loud, loud. Not a wailing, but just big old loud. Just then I get to shouting. But she did this loud and ran. And some people, when they used to run around the church, keep running around the church, run around the church. This time, she didn't run around the church. She got out her seat, ran out the door. Yeah. Oh, that shit was so funny. That must have stepped on all her toes. Oh my God. You know how they step on your pinky toe or your big toe? Shit, when they step on all 10 of your toes, the fuck is that? We all trying to do right, be right, but we all had our thing. Like there's people that still drink in the church. They used to come in smelling like all drunk. You know what I mean? They say come as you are. Some women just got off the pole that night, that morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, ain't washed their ass and they come in there with they outfits on. Come as you are. Love yourself enough to save yourself. You come in as low as fucking possible. I'm here. What it say in the Bible? Your best ain't even gonna be as good as filthy, dirty rags. That's what it say. But the fuck? I ain't no damn dirty rag. No fuck. I ain't perfect, but I ain't no dirty rag. I did a lot of cleaning up. My shit ain't dirty like that no more. Y'all gotta clean them shits out. Literally clean out the cobwebs in your own computer system, your own program, your own biorhythm, your own cells, your own programming. You need to reset back to default settings and reprogram yourself with what you want it to be today. Well, today is 8/9 now, but the portal is still open. It's been open shit since 2020. That bitch never closed. My opinion. It's just who wanted to get on it. But I'm telling you, the shit is closing though. It sure the fuck is. It's been, yep, and my screen just confirmed it. Show the fuck, it went dim. That shit is closing. You got time, but you ain't got time. Choose ye which day or who you gonna serve. Honestly, 10 o'clock, 10 minutes on the dot. And my ganja seed just popped. Live your life the way you want to live your life. Fuck what anybody else say. I had family members disown me, didn't want me in their house because I smoked. Well, I guess I ain't coming in. It's just shit. Seriously, you can't let people define who you are. I had a career that I did for 13 years straight. And somebody asked me, what you gonna do now? I said, I'm gonna travel and smoke weed. How the hell you gonna tell me I can't smoke ganja, but you got fucking shops all over the goddamn world? That don't make sense. Something that's a fucking plant. It's a plant. And I'm not being facetious when I say that. I mean, it's a plant. The fuck? It is a fucking plant. Some people, you say you ain't supposed to smoke it, you gotta drink it, you gotta bake it, you gotta cook it, you gotta do this. The fuck, do it however you want to do it. A lot of motherfuckers is mad because they can't do it because of their job or they position. They don't want people to look at them a certain way. Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't even being true to you. That was the one thing I fucking said. You gonna criticize me for smoking ganja, but you out here doing hexes and curses and witchcraft and shit like that. Make that shit make sense. To make a motherfucker love you. To make a motherfucker fuck with you. Why they ain't fucking with you because you ain't real. You ain't being you. Be you. And then you'll find who really fuck with you. You'll see a lot of motherfuckers don't even love their damn self because they ain't living their life. They living everybody else's life. They looking through everybody else's window instead of covering up their own shit or opening up their own window and letting people look at them. Live out loud. Let people know what you want them to know. Everything don't need to, I learned that the hard way. Everything don't need to be online. But just know everything that you put online is protected. Fuck that. Everything I do is divine. I may not always understand it, but I trust and understand that it's working for my good and my purpose. For the good and the purpose of all. This shit is bigger than just me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than us. Life is love. Maisha ni upenda. Nkwa ye odo. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy, but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all his mysteries and making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I'm bankrupt without love. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Now, I don't know about that one. Well, okay, I'm reading something. Hold on. That was a personal moment. I gotta read that again. Love cares for, no, damn. Love cares more for others than for self. Okay, digest that however it resonates. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Interesting. Love doesn't strut. Love doesn't have a swelled head. Love doesn't force itself on others. Isn't always me first. See, no, I'm confused now. I don't know if I want to read that part, because I just did a voiceover about me when I was talking about me and I and all of that. You have to put the oxygen mask on you first. Okay? It's saying love isn't always me first. Love doesn't fly off the handle. See, yeah. I still cuss a motherfucker out. Shit. Love doesn't keep score of the sins of others. No, we don't do that. We keep it moving. Love doesn't revel when others grovel. Love takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. Yes. Love puts up with anything. Use a damn lie. No, see, this is why I'm saying this, okay? I'm reading something right now. I'm going to come back to that one. Love trusts God always, the Most High, the All-Knowing. Yes, we do. In some people's world, God can be something else. But the all-knowing, omniscient, the everlasting, the infinite source, supreme power of everything that exists, yeah, we trust that. Love always looks for the best. Yes. Love never looks back. No, that's not true. Love keeps going to the end. That's a fact. Love never dies. Inspired speech will be over someday. Praying in tongues will end. Understanding will reach its limit. No more understanding. Yeah, we understanding and overstanding. We ain't understanding no more. Yeah. We know only a portion of the truth. And what we say about God is always incomplete. But when the complete arrives, our incompletes will be canceled. Oh, I just spoke on that. Damn, that's a whole... I'm reading this for the first time in a long time, but I'm reading it. This is the Message version. So if you want to follow along what I'm saying, I'm reading it from the Bible Gateway app. I'm on verse 11. When I was an infant at my mother's breast, I gurgled and cooed like an infant. When I grew up, I left those infant ways for good. There's a lot of children in adult bodies calling themselves, I'm a grown ass man, I'm a grown ass woman, I'm a grown ass bitch, I'm a grown ass nigga. That could be a song. You know what I mean? But when you grow up, you're not afraid of your scars. You're not afraid of your flaws. You're not afraid of your mistakes and your mishaps and your disabilities or your handicaps or, whatever mental illness you might have. You know what I mean? A lot of that is going on because you're going against who you are. Start walking in your truth, owning your own fuck up, taking accountability for what you've done, and take off the label and ask yourself, is this right or wrong with my purpose? Is this in alignment with what I want to be doing right now in my life? Is this where I want to be right now? 5 as I said that. God damn, I just looked down. Is this where I want to be in my life right now? If not, you're the one that's got to change it. That's it. That's all. Everything is you, baby. Everything is you. Verse 12. We don't yet see things clearly. We're squinting in a fog, peering through a mist. Damn, I was just making audio on that. Okay. But it won't be long before the weather clears and the sun shines bright. We'll see it all then. See it all as clearly as God sees us, knowing Him directly just as He knows us. That's if you want to know that spirit like that. A lot of people are here to be the total fucking opposite. They came to be the fucking thorn in your side. And you're going to have to learn how to pluck that motherfucker out like a goddamn parasite, a leech, a vampire. You got to know how to get rid of that shit. You saying you got to have a thorn in your side for the rest of your life. No, the fuck you don't. Shit. Anyway, but for right now, until that completeness, we have 3 things to do to lead us toward that consummation. Trust steadily in God, hope unswervingly, love extravagantly, and the best of these 3 is love. For some of y'all recognize that y'all will recognize that scripture if you've read it in another version. In another version is the King James. Oh, it didn't even change. Come on and change. Why are you acting crazy? For those who know that scripture, that was 1 Corinthians 13. And it talks, that's the one they call the love chapter. And now abideth faith, hope, charity. These 3, but the greatest of these is charity. Charity is love. We have to know that sometimes love hurts. Love is painful. Love is definitely truth. Love is consideration, understanding, overstanding, and understanding for some people, depending on where they're looking at it, from which angle. All of these is different angles of light. Not everybody has that light. Not everybody can see what you see. Not everybody is not have the same color spectrum as you. So their interpretation of life is different than your perception. You can't make motherfuckers see what you see. Sorry about that noise. Yeah, you can't make motherfuckers see what you see. You just gotta tell it to the ones who's listening. A lot of y'all want a lot of fucking followers, but not everybody ready to hear what you gotta say. Speak your truth anyway. I don't give a damn if you got 1 subscriber. What might sound crazy at first to a lot of people, if you stick to it and it's about that life, that truth or whatever, they gonna start coming. You just gotta be consistent in being who you are, not one way online and then another way in person. You gotta be you 24/7. A lot of motherfuckers is behind the screen. You think you like them, you think you rocking with them, you wanna follow them. Come to find out they on some other dark shit behind the scenes. What the fuck is y'all doing? Like I said in the other one, I thought that shit, everybody was perfect in church until I started seeing church for what it was. These motherfuckers really be at the club the night before, all of them at the club the night before, and then come into church and then stand in their position. It's like a fucking job. Shit, didn't we do that when we was at our job? You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to shit on the church. I'm just saying this is what I observed. I thought everybody was perfect. I grew up in the church. You know what I mean? I thought we were supposed to be perfect. I thought that was the whole fucking goal. But it ain't nobody perfect. And that's the thing. Once you come to that realization that you got to own your shit, ain't nobody perfect, that all of this shit is a lesson in life that you have to learn and grow. Life is a lesson. The lessons in life, the tree of life. How you gonna grow? What fruit are you producing on your tree? How you being fruitful and multiple? What are you multiplying? More fuckery? Or royalty, sovereignty mindset, God shit mindset. You know what I mean? God body mindset. You know what I mean? Or are you on fuckery? Own it. If you are, you are. Be like, damn, I really been on that fuck shit. I seen a post that my niece made, and she was so happy about herself because she was like, I have grown so much because I can't believe that I used to be on this fuck shit. And I was so proud of her, I reposted it. When you can take ownership and own your accountability for the shit you doing, your life would be so much more easier. And then you realize you got to stop doing all that dumb shit and realize that somebody gave you that program. Somebody told you had to be like that. Not everybody that comes out of not everybody that grew up in the not everybody who made it in the NBA or the NFL or celebrity status or whatever, not everybody came out the hood. Some of these people had silver spoons in their mouth. They got through the door because of their parents or somebody that they knew growing up. They was friends with somebody who's connected. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't got that hood story. Some of these children was blessed, but they had to find their own way. And it was through music. It was through sports. It was through acting. It was through whatever they been successful at. You know what I mean? Everybody has a story. You think that silver spoon lifestyle is nice. When you've given everything in the beginning, oh, you ain't got fucking else nothing to live for. Because you got everything. That's why these children be rebellious. That's why these PK children, pastors' kids, preachers' children, or whatever they call them. That's why they be so bad. Oh, speaking of that, I wasn't even trying to go here, but since I'm saying it now, I'm gonna say it. I said preachers' kids or whatever, and it made me think of that movie that just came out with Megan Good, and Tyler Perry did it, and Corey Hardrick is the guy who's acting a nut. Yeah. He's the one acting a nut in this one, and his brothers and his crazy ass mama. A lot of people shamed this movie, but it was a lot of nuggets in it, but it wasn't one of his best, I don't think. This is just my personal opinion. But the part I want to make comment on is the lady who took her clothes off in the church. A lot of people ain't never seen that because they ain't never been in that lifestyle. If you had to be in a situation like that, you've seen it before, so it's nothing new. You know what I mean? But the women that really walk in this land, they don't give a fuck. They'll do whatever to get their point across. And I've seen it in action. You know what I mean? It's just something that you've never seen. So to criticize that part, you just never seen it. You just got to open your mind up to the fact that this shit really does happen. That's a different kind of woman that can stand there in her bald butt ass naked, you know, well, she had on underwear, but to be able to stand in that kind of power, you don't want to fuck with that kind of power. You really don't. And people ain't never seen that, so they gonna criticize it. People always criticize what they don't know. Anyway, that movie wasn't what I thought. The way they hyped that movie up, I thought it was gonna be like, if y'all seen Mea Culpa, MEACULPA. This is with Kelly Rowland and this other actor, I don't know his name, but they are the two main characters in the show, in the movie. I'm using this as an example. Megan Good has been acting for probably 30 years. because she was acting since she was a little kid, and she 30, almost 40, if not 40, 41, something like that. So she's been acting for a long time, because she was in actually Friday as one of the little kids at the ice cream truck, if y'all didn't know that. And for those who know, you know. But she likes showing her body. So I would have thought Megan Good would have played the role of Kelly Rowland, because that's the kind of movie she get down. She like doing that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And she's single again. Well, she's supposed to be dating that guy, but she ain't married, like, you know, like she was married to that preacher. And then here Kelly Rowland is married, I think. I'm not keeping up with everybody's lifestyle. I don't know. I know she had a baby and all this, maybe 2 or 3. Hell, I don't know. I ain't keeping up. But she did an excellent, outstanding, magnificent. She acted her motherfucking ass off in this movie. She did her motherfucking thing. That love scene was all that. That was the most beautiful art I've seen in a long fucking time. And it was God in human form, having a human experience. That's what that was. That was beautiful as fuck. I love that. I love that scene. Anyway, I would have thought the roles would have been reversed, because Kelly is not that seasoned of an actress. So she would have got the lesser role. Like Megan Good, the movie didn't start getting good to the fucking end. To me, the last 20, 30 minutes, I think. That's when it started getting good, when she had to do some shit. But the way her character changed at the last, it took too fucking long. That was the longest fucking drawn out movie. That shit was slow as fuck. It didn't have no action, no nothing. But Mia Cooper, that shit started off good. I was like, whoa, I'm liking this. And I didn't know where it was going, but I loved the whole concept. I thought he was guilty. I was like, oh yeah, this motherfucker guilty. Then I thought he didn't do it. Then I figured out that somebody else did it, and I'm like, well, who the fuck did it? I'm not trying to tell the movie. You it's one of those ones you're gonna be surprised. I love suspenseful movies, but anyway, that's what life is. I'm happy that we're getting to a place where we're starting to think like ourselves again, as gods or sovereign beings. You know what I mean? Where we can. Well, the way we used to be independently thinking, fearfully riding roller coasters and riding roller skates and bikes and skateboards, free willy down hills and mountains and dirt roads and shit like that. That's the way we need to be back. You know what I mean? That energy, we just having fun. Oh man, as a child, it was like we would go bike riding, there'd be 10 of us, all on bikes, skateboards, roller skates, everybody hold. We used to have fun through these streets, but it has gotten so crazy now because people stop living, because it ain't no more love. We got to get back to love, man. I'm telling you, get back to listening to Silk, H-Town, Keith Sweat, The Temptations, the way we used to listen to old school music back in the 90s when the R&B started coming out, and we was really listening to the oldies, and then we started listening to it even harder in the 2000s, because the music was really started getting real weird and wonky. You know what I mean? Love making music is what keeps the world going around. They took the love out of music. Nobody's living no more. Living just enough for the city I'm living. Hey, just enough. Listen to these old songs and listen to these messages. They were sending messages, y'all. We was loving on each other. We had each other back. We was always partying. We was always doing something together, and they separated us. We got to break these niggas up. Everything we did back in the day growing up don't even exist no more. Those who grew up in Oakland, California, Lake Merritt, on the weekend, they used to call it Chocolate Saturday, Chocolate Sunday, Chocolate something shit, Chocolate City. I said Chocolate Sunday. Y'all gotta work with me. Okay, Chocolate City, because they used to be out there skating, boogalooing, pop locking, what's that shit spinning on their head and all of that shit. And as growing up, that was this place to be. And then they used to have the little festival, and we used to ride up and down there, cars in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Now you can't do that no more. That was a peaceful place to be back in the day. That's just one spot. You know what I mean? We got to get back to us. They tried to do it at Lake Merritt, and it went viral about that Karen acting crazy at the lake. Oh, that shit was crazy. I was like, yeah, get they ass. It's not just color. It's a lot of people that act like that ain't white. They Asian, they Mexican, they Indian, they black, they Chinese. They all colors. It's the people that don't want niggas to be. Y'all too loud. Y'all too this. Y'all too that. Y'all too this. Yes, we are. Shit. That's the kind of people we are. Hell, even in Ghana, the way they be arguing and shit, I'm thinking they about to go to blows. And they just be sitting there just talking to one another. They have heated conversations. I be thinking, I'm talking about you just walking through the market and you can hear two dudes going at it. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And they'd be like, oh, they just talking about the game. What? Like that? That kind of heated energy? Man, it would be gunshots, or you'll be hearing some shit breaking out if you was in another country. Seriously, not that kind of heat. In some places, like here, it's against the law to fight in the streets. You're disturbing the peace. You will get a ticket. They'll give you a ticket for disturbing the peace before they give you a ticket for running a red light. That's why Ghana is so peaceful. If they allow chaos, you're gonna have chaos. If you acting like damn animals, they gonna let you act like damn animals. They gonna treat you like animals. You can live in peace if you want to. You gotta choose which day you gonna serve. Which master you gonna serve. Choose you. This day. Choose you. This day. Today. Hang up my damn phone. Shit.